Good morning, everybody. It's Drew, and today we are here in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey, and we're about to start building our Tranquility Deluxe Pond. So we're starting our prep here. Let me show you what we plan to create in the next couple of days. So back here, this is a pretty typical suburban backyard. They've got a nice second story deck up here on the back of the house. They've also got a hot tub sunken into their deck right over there on the far side. But we're gonna be having to cross over this brick paver patio. The customer put in this awesome little seating area and fire pit this past spring. So they thought a nice complement, fire with water. So we're gonna be installing our new pond right in this section here. Now on the ground, there's an outline. This is just a rough outline to give us our dimensions. Again, 14 foot, 10 foot, waterfall and stream start up in that back corner. And then our skimmer is located on the far side. Electric already put in there. So what we're gonna need to do is first build ourselves a little bit of a retaining wall, because right past that row of rocks is a drop off of about 2 foot. We need to bring our elevation up about 2 foot from ground level so we can build our waterfall. So what we'll do first, we're gonna dump our load of rocks, bring them across, build in our retention wall and start digging out here. Now what was here before was a above ground swimming pool. So the top about 8 inches is kind of like a sand. So we're gonna pull some of that stuff away and then try to mix it with the soil so it's a nice composite and it's not gonna be sinking and settling on us. So once we get that wall created, we'll start to excavate our pond, get our depth, get our shelves, put in the fabric, put in the liner, and then start rocking this. But first, laying down our plywood to get us safely over the top of this paver patio, and then we're gonna start working. So hang tight, guys. That is the end of day one on this new pond construction. Day one, I think a lot got accomplished. Let me show you. So before I showed you we dug the hole, we cleaned all that rock and little pebbles out of the way, raked it nice and flat. We've got shelves, we've got a nice natural shape to it. Fish cave is in here. We're gonna bring a nice thicker flat stone just to cover over the top of that. That part will be cut. It is a 15-inch shelf. Cover it and then stick out a little bit just to give us a little bit more room in that cave, because the customer is looking to get some fish. And then we're gonna bring in some gravel, help secure up these walls on the bottom, then get rocking on that top ledge, leaving some plant pockets for the customer to use later on. We got our skimmer in, and a lot of grading was done too. We moved probably about 8 yards of soil out of here from this excavation. Some of it was left up here for where we're gonna place the biofalls, stream, and waterfalls. And then over here, Colby helped me set up our skimmer. We got our overflow hooked up and a pipe run out to there. He's got his drainage and downspouts from the gutters all feeding into there. So if the pond level ever gets too high, it will overflow. Got nice pitch down into that. We also hooked up the pipe to where our check valve and pump will be, and that's run down with a slight elevation going up. So this way, when it's time to winterize, we'll keep that same pitch all the way up to the biofalls. And so when we disconnect that check valve, that water will all rush out. There's no little low spots in the pipe, which may cause any freezing or cracking over the winter. So keep that in mind when you are laying that pipe up to the biofalls. You want it sloped down with no low spots, just so you don't get that water stuck in there. Morning, day 2 here on this 10x14 Tranquility Deluxe Pond here in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. So overnight we got a little bit of rain, and they are expecting more rain today. So we're gonna get as much of this pond rocked in. Over here, skimmer is set directly opposite of the waterfall. This way we're gonna get the most cross flow across the surface of that pond as possible. Our aerator is gonna be positioned over here in this corner. This way, any water that gets kind of flowing into that corner, it's not going to become stagnant. It will be lifted up and then pushed over into the water column as it's flowing towards the skimmer. So we're pumping out some of that rainwater from last night. We're going to get this thing cleaned up. We've now got gravel so we can build nice sturdy walls on the base level, and then we'll work our way up to the second layer and then start putting our frame rocks in for that waterfall. So we're going to get right to it. Stay tuned. We got our overflow in. We also got our main line that's going to hook up to the pump in. Now I'm hooking up one more line, and that's basically just a conduit to get our line from our auto doser and from the pump underground through piping to keep it protected and keep it easy if we ever have to replace them in the future. So on this side here, that's the overflow. This side here is the main plumbing from the pump. So right out the back of it, I'm going to be drilling a hole, and using our 2-inch flexible PVC, I'm going to just run a conduit all the way over to where our electric is, because we're going to be mounting the auto doser to this post, and we also want our plug for the pump to be right here. So we're just going to dig a trench, drill that hole so everything is nice and tight. It's well above water level. Inside here you can see water level is right here. I'm going to be coming in right above it, so no issue with it affecting where the water level will be. So I'm just going to drill right through, get this all set up, bury it down, so when it's time to put the pump in, we just snake that cord right through, and that's done. It keeps it protected from, you know, anytime if they were to do landscaping around here or any kind of other digging, it keeps that cord protected. So that's what we do. True New Jersey fashion.
Yep, it's raining.
It's raining. So we got so much done today, and we've got another day left on this project. So we're gonna be back tomorrow. First thing.
Yep.
More rocks, more underlayment.
And more weather.
And more weather. So you guys hang out. We'll be right back. We are back. This is our final day on this 10x14 Tranquility Deluxe Pond. We got a little more rain last night after we left, so we are rinsing that stuff out. We are focusing on edges, hooking up our aerator, the pump, and finishing this waterfall, because at the end of the day, this will be filled, plugged in, and we're gonna get their reaction for the very first time. This is what we've been waiting for the past couple of days on this project. We are filling this up. We have gotten most of our yard and work area cleaned up. We're loading up the machines, loading up the trucks, just waiting for this thing to fill so we can finally turn it on and get Mike's reaction to his brand new water feature.
I'm ready, Drew.
You ready? Let's go check it. Let's go check it out.
This pot. Oh my goodness. Drew, this is everything that we had dreamed about. This is going to be perfect. You guys have done such a great job integrating the whole thing in with the fire pit area along with the woods. This is great. And the waterfall's just perfect.
So we are here sitting up on the deck looking down upon this brand new water feature for Mike and his wife. So it's cloudy, but it's going to clear up. It's also still filling, needs a couple more inches, and then it's topped off. This thing really came out spectacular. He loves the way it just kind of blends in underneath that big Norway spruce there. We tied it into the stonework from his fireplace sitting area here. Still has a path. He's gonna put in some stepping stones and mulch and some plants and really just finish this off, but I don't know, folks. Do you think he liked it? Let us know in the comments below.